Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Sarah. I'm back with another book video. Today is one I've never done before, but on my last book video, I got a few comments about making one for my December TBR. So this is gonna go up kind of mid-December, but I'm just gonna give you the books that I plan on reading this month. I always like overdo it and write down way more books that I end up reading, but then it'll just fall into the next month. So that's how I do it. Yeah, I'm just gonna read off the ones that I'm gonna try to read this month, why I want to read them, everything like that. Nothing too crazy. We are going to start with book of the month. So if you have been here before, you guys know how much I love book of the month. I have some great books to show you guys. Book of the month, if you're new here and have not heard of them, they are a super popular and fast-growing online book service for readers. Their mission is to promote new and emerging authors and help readers discover books that they love, which is amazing. Their team vets hundreds of books each month and gives readers their choice from a curated selection of books that are new, early release titles, which is so much fun. You get like the scoop on the newer books and the newer emerging authors, so you can spend more time reading and less time researching. They also have a skip policy, so you can skip any month. You won't be charged or anything. So if you have some books that are backed up that you want to get to, you don't have to get any more that month, so you can just like press pause. December, they're doing a whole new little sale for you guys to get in the holiday spirit, so you can use my code Caroli for your first book to be only $5, which is incredible. You get a hardcover book, $5. I'm gonna read the ones that I have chosen, and one of them is on my TBR list right now. The other ones are kind of pushed to the back a little because I have such a big list. But basically, this is the box that your book will come in. So in here, you get a little bookmark, which I love. I always switch out my bookmark, so now I'll be using that. And then it just says, "You've got great taste," which is so cute. First book is John Green, called the, I'm trying to say this in my head, Anthropocene Reviewed. Oh, it's a John Green like interview about like plants and stuff. It's non-fiction. That's actually really cool. You get like a mix of non-fiction and fiction too on there, so you can choose from there. And I love getting non-fiction mixed with it because I feel like one day I'm gonna want to expand from fiction. I don't know, I just feel like it'll come. But that's that. And then I got Somebody's Daughter, a memoir by Ashley C. Ford. This one's a little bit smaller but very nice. I love the covers from the book of the month books that I get because they're always just so nice. And then this is Olga Dies Dreaming by, I am going to butcher that name, but that's the name. The last name is Gonzalez, so that is that one. And then I have History of Wild Places by Shay Earnshaw, Flicker in the Dark by Stacey Willingham. And then this book I chose out of the 5 options specifically is because how could I not? It's a romance called The Holiday Swap by Maggie Knox. I am so excited for this. I haven't read Christmas love story in the month of December literally ever yet, so I am going to make sure I get to this, and I'm so excited. It just feels like it's really up my alley. That's the last one. Don't forget to use my code. I'll have all the links and everything in the description so you guys can check it out, and everything you need to know about book of the month is down there. So on to my ongoing TBR list. Okay, so we're just gonna start with the book that I'm currently reading, which is Six of Crows by Lee Bardugo. I put this on my story because I said I wanted to branch out from romance a little bit because I needed a little bit of a break. They were getting kind of repetitive and I just felt like I needed something different. I bought this, I put it on my story, and I said, please let me know if anyone has read this, and so many people love this book. Some people said I needed to read Shadow and Bone, I think it's called, before, but then other people said I don't have to, but I should, so I didn't. I know there's a show on it on Netflix, but I didn't watch it or read the books. I just went straight into here. Being that it's my first book like this, it was kind of hard to get into, and I'm still a bit confused on some of the things that they say, but I am on page 138. I've been started this for like 3 days. It's getting hard to get into just because I'm like not used to it, but someone said that if you get past like 150 pages, you'll just be sucked in, so I am just gonna keep giving it a shot. I'm trying to read it fast enough so that I can get to other books, so that when I do my wrap up I'll have enough books, and it's getting a little stressful, but that's okay. So I'm gonna read this, and then I'm gonna read the second book because this is a duology, which is Crooked Kingdom, I think it's called, but that is first up on my list right now. Let me tell you what this book is about. I'm sure probably almost all of you have read it, but basically if you've ever seen the show The Heist on Netflix, some people were saying it's like that. I've never watched it, but I know what it's about and it like makes sense. And basically it's just like this guy gets like a group of people together and they have to like do a heist type of thing. There's more to the story, but that's basically what it is. So I don't know what the second one is about. Someone said that there's more romance in it. I don't know. I haven't gone to any romance in this book. I mean, there's a little sayings of stuff, but like not really. I don't know. I'm trying, guys. I'm really trying. Okay, so then I want to read The Holiday Swap. I'm gonna need a break because a lot of my TBRs are not romance, so I think I just need to read this. I know this is gonna be a quick read. I'm gonna really like the romance, and it's just like, how could I not in the month of December? I can't pass it up. This is about, they're 2 girls, they're twins, they swap places, they meet people, but they're like pretending to be the wrong twin, so things get messy. This reminds me so much of The Princess Switch, which is my favorite movie. Not like favorite, but it's one of my favorite movies ever. I watch it like once a year, and I think the third one I think just came out, so I'm very excited, right up my alley. So this is next on my list. Then we have, okay, not in the order that I'm thinking, it might be in the order, I don't know, but I'm gonna read the Good Girl's Guide to Murder series. I think there's 3 in there. It's a trilogy. I heard that was really good. I haven't read a mystery in a hot minute, so I really would love to read that. I think that's about, oh, it's young adult. Okay, so it's probably an easy read. It says that there's a case that closed 5 years ago and a girl was murdered by a guy. Everyone knows in town that he did it, but a girl chooses it for her final project and she uncovers secrets. So I'm assuming that the Sal guy didn't do it and someone else did and she figures it out, but pretty sure there's 3 books in it, and apparently also it's very, very good. And like I said, it's young adult, so I mean it has 4.36 stars on Goodreads, so that's gotta say something. But yeah, I'm gonna read that one. And then what's the second one? Good Girl's Guide to Murder. There's Good Girl, Bad Blood, As Good as Dead. Then on my list I have The Inheritance Game. So that is another mystery. I don't know if I'm gonna read it right after A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, because now that I'm thinking about it, do I want to read 2 mysteries in a row? But it's still on my list, so I'm probably gonna get to it eventually. These I heard were phenomenal. There's 3, another trilogy. I heard they were literally so good. Some of people's top book, 5 out of 5s. It's about a girl who, a millionaire, or is it a billionaire or someone? Yeah, a billionaire leaves her his entire fortune. She doesn't know why. And it's basically, if you ever watched, I watched it the other day, Knives Out, I think, on, I don't remember what I watched it on, but it's basically a whole inheritance, trying to figure out the will, something like that. And I heard that this is kind of similar to it, so I really enjoy movies like that. Also like murder mystery with Jennifer Aniston and stuff, so I love those movies. This is on my list. I feel like these will be also pretty quick read. I mean, I heard they were, so they're also very entertaining, I heard. Let me know your opinions on any of these books that I'm talking about down below. Just don't spoil anything, but just let me know which ones you like or which ones I should skip, like any of your opinions. Okay, then I have Cruel Prince, which my friend Lauren is reading right now. I heard that that one is another one that's really amazing. Okay, so there's 2, I believe, from The Cruel Prince. Okay, well, it's about a girl whose parents died and she was taken to live somewhere and she's mortal, something like that. It's kind of like, not like this, but like not a realistic book. Is it a fantasy? I think it's a fantasy. Yeah, I also heard it's young adult, but I don't really know, but it has 4 stars and everyone's obsessed with it. I see it all over TikTok, all over everywhere. People love it, so I want to give it a try. I don't know. It's hard for me to make a TBR list because I'll be 3 books in on what I want to read and I'll just change my mind and go a whole different direction, so this is a little bit difficult, but it's on my list that I'm gonna read in the near future anyway. But apparently this is really good. I want to try to not read romance every single time I read a book because I got burnt out very, very quickly. So that's on my list. I guess it's a series. Is it? Someone tell me if there's only 2 of them. I don't know. Then I have, okay, this is also romance, but it's a different type of romance that I've never read before. This is also, I think it's a trilogy. Is it? There's 3 books in it. Okay, so I have this one on my Kindle, the first one, because it was free. The Sweetest Oblivion, if anyone's read that. It's a Mafia Romance, which I have not got into. I've done academia, I've done enemies to lovers, I've done sports, athletic books. I've never done a mafia, and apparently a lot of people like it. It's like their type of romance that they like, and I know there's a lot of them out there, but this is like the top one that I've personally heard of. It has 4.1 stars on Goodreads, so it's gotta be good. I also see it so many places when people are talking about their favorite romances. That's why a lot of these go on the top of my list, because when I see other people like book talk and like stuff like that saying how much they love it, I'm just like, okay, I think I need to read it. It's hard for me to just like literally go into Barnes and just like pick out a random book if I haven't seen it before. I like to read books that other people have read to see if I like it and stuff like that, just to like compare out our opinions. I feel like it's more fun that way. But this, oh my god, so it's a girl whose sister is arranged to marry like a mafia boss, something like that. She ends up liking him. It's so interesting. Okay, so this is a trilogy, I believe, and one of my friends read it and they said that it is so good. So this is what I'm gonna try to end off my month with. I don't know how this is gonna go, which books I'm gonna choose to read, what order it's gonna go in. This I know for a fact is right now this duology, and then this one, and then we're just gonna have to go from there because I do not know where this book stuff is gonna take me. I'm gonna try to get in it as much as I can, only because December I feel like is a hard month to read. I have finals, Christmas, the holidays, like there's so much going on, but I'm gonna try my best because I'm gonna give you guys my wrap-ups, which are my favorite, and I just like want to get through my TBRs because it's just ongoing and ongoing, and more books are being added every single day, and it's just like I'm never gonna catch up. I just feel like no one ever can to their TBR list. Like it just keeps growing. But those are all the books right now. I know a lot of them are popular. I was planning on making another book talk video, so a lot of them I got inspiration from book talk, but like I said, I like reading books that a lot of other people have read and either liked or hated to see my opinions, and like you can start a conversation on that. That's why I really like doing that. But yeah, those are all the books on my list. Everything from book of the month over here is in the description, all the information that you need to know about them, my code. And yeah, if you enjoyed, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to see more from me in the future, and I'll see you guys hopefully in the next one. Bye.